ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Season 1, Episode 10 of NXT The Game. Let's get right into the show. Alright, in the pre-show match that the fans at Full Sail got to see before the start of the show, the Vaudevillains defeated Shoot Nation. If anybody knows if pre-show matches affect anything, I'd be very interested in knowing, because if not, we'll be having lots more pre-show matches. On to the show. The camera finds Triple H entering the arena. Triple H turns to a stagehand and tells him to go get William Regal. Now the show opened. Welcome to NXT. Tonight we have one heck of a show. As mentioned last week, we're going to have the NXT Tag Team Championships defended when Enzo Amore and Colin Cassady put up their newly won tag team titles against Blake and Murphy, who are cashing in on their rematch clause. Apparently I forgot to delete the first comment, but also tonight we are going to see Asuka make her in-ring debut against Shimmer's Portia Perez in the first match featuring a Shimmer talent in exchange. Tom Phillips, bring your A-game tonight, Portia. Bright lights. Renee Young. But in the main event, we are going to see the NXT Champion James Storm take on Apollo Crews. Corey Graves. What a main event we're going to have here tonight, Renee, and a huge opportunity for Apollo. Renee Young. 3 huge matches, and in order to kick us off right now, NXT starts! And about that had solid in-ring action and non-existent crowd, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa defeated the Gentlemen's Club of Drew Gulak and Chucky Taylor in 6 minutes when Gargano defeated Drew Gulak by submission. Gargano and Ciampa's first win here in NXT as they defeated the newly arrived Gentlemen's Club, who are part-time pay-per-view workers. So basically jobber to the stars as of now. Now we go backstage as the scene opens with Triple H in his office. Triple H, hey William, I've decided to bring an extra road agent starting next week. Billy's doing a great job, but I want some more ideas. Excuse me, Triple H, but you called me in for this? Ask William, causing Triple H to smirk. Triple H, of course not. I wanted your opinion on something. Triple H hands William Regal his phone and Regal watches the short video. I'm in love, of course, but how? Contracts. Triple H smiles. Are meant to be broken. You're good? If you can make it happen, I'm more than good. Whatever could they be talking about? The NXT Commissioner storyline has advanced. We are now backstage as William Regal just leaves Triple H's office and runs into Bayley and Candice LeRae. Yes, Bayley, Candice, welcome. Bayley and Candice LeRae come on screen and the fans can be heard cheering. William Regal. Unfortunately, Dana and Emma both called in with an emergency. Yes, called in sick, I believe. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to make it tonight for your match, Candice. So you have to move back a week. Well, I hope everything's okay. Candice. I mean, me too. William Regal. I'm sure everything is fine. Just next week, be prepared to fight Candice and you'll go one-on-one with Dana Brooke. Bayley and Candice leave, a bit perplexed. Calling in sick and wrestling? What's that about? Now, in an extremely short match, Asuka defeated Portia Perez in 5 minutes by pinfall. Asuka has debuted her Joshi Shooter gimmick and has gotten an 86 rating. And I'm guessing, although this was Portia Perez's debut as well, because she's not part of the group, she's not going to get a gimmick rating, which is unfortunate. Now we find Eva Marie standing up romantically, if you will, against a nearby wall with Tyler Breeze next to her. Tyler Breeze. Last week, you saw what Prince Pretty was capable of. You all saw what Prince Pretty could do. And next week, Ty Dillinger, you'll see the same. The tide of Breeze continues. The storm is coming through, and quite frankly, I don't see it letting up anytime soon. Eva Marie. Tyler is the ultimate package of brains, beauty, among other things. Eva says, teasing her hair. Quite frankly, the ascent of Tyler has only just begun. Beautiful alliance. Out. Another good segment with Eva and Tyler Breeze. So next week we have Tyler Breeze taking on Ty Dillinger on NXT. Now the fans boo as James Storm shows up on the screen. So tonight I get Apollo Crews. Sorry about your damn luck, Apollo, but I'm what we like to call a winning streak. What we like to be called being on a run. Your luck, if anything, is unfortunate. You see, what I have over my right shoulder is called the NXT Championship, which means I'm the baddest man on the goddamn planet. More boos. Pew, pew, pew. Houston, we have a problem. Oh, wait, I think I've heard it before. Either way, tonight, Apollo, the end result is the same. Sorry about your damn luck. And Corbin, I hope you're taking notes. The story about your damn luck storyline has advanced. I'm really feeling the James Storm character right now. Really like James Storm. And a match had an average crowd reaction and some decent in-ring action. Enzo Amore and Colin Cassady defeated Blake and Murphy in 13 minutes when Enzo defeated Blake by pinfall following botched interference by Alexa Bliss. This match had a lot of interference as Alexa Bliss accidentally hit Murphy. Carmella distracted Blake and finally also distracting Murphy. Looks like Carmella was trying to even up the sides, and the first tag team title defense for Enzo and Cass has been successfully done. Enzo Amore and Carmella are still horrible are still horrible together. A lack of psychology on display, so that's not good. And Alexa Bliss, at least she did some good work. The realest dudes in the room storyline has continued though. So Enzo Amore and Colin Cassady are looking for new challengers. And where does this leave Blake and Murphy? Alright, Enzo, this is the third time you've given me this note, so I will take it under advisement. The camera now finds Finn Balor, who's in the back. What happened a few weeks back at TakeOver Eden was a setback. It was a setback, no doubt, but starting tonight, things are back on track. Finn Balor's direction is pointing straight to the moon. Strap the rockets in me, get on the bandwagon because the Baylor Club begins now. A clapping Drew McIntyre arrives. The Baylor Club? Really? Finn smirks and shrugs. Quite frankly, Finn, I'm shocked you're showing your face around here. Despite me disagreeing with pretty much everything James Storm stands for, there's nothing wrong with losing to a wrestler of his caliber in a hard-fought match. Drew. McIntyre walks past Finn, but not before pulling at his jacket, causing Finn to look back into his direction. So a possible hint at a Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre feud is brewing here. Or at least a match. Now we've just gotten word that next week it'll be Samoa Joe, as he indicated last week, wrestling next week against none other than Solomon Crowe. Corey Graves. What a match, Renee. Crowe and Joe should be one of the better NXT matches we have ever seen here. He's not wrong. It should be a fantastic match next week with Solomon Crowe taking on Samoa Joe in next week's main event. In this week's main event, in a match that had some good action and average crowd heat, Apollo Crews defeated James Storm in 13 minutes when James Storm was disqualified because Solomon Crowe ran in and attacked Apollo Crews. This match suffered due to booking. There simply wasn't enough time for the workers to take a slow build approach. Didn't know I clicked that work node, but that's fine. So basically, Apollo Crews gets a victory over the NXT Champion, but how much it means, I'm not exactly sure in the term of his contendership, because Apollo Crews won only because of Solomon Crowe attacking. James Storm, who had the match in hand, though, now looks at Solomon Crews, who continues to beat up Apollo Crews. Solomon Crowe, who continues to pick up Apollo Crews. Storm is handed back his NXT Championship by the referee, as Apollo is in the corner, but again, Crews just continues to get beat down by Crowe. Crowe turns around, but is leveled with the belt by James Storm, who picks him up and hits his finisher, stomping him out of the ring. Storm looks around and does the same to Crews, hitting his finisher on Crews and dumping him out of the ring as well. He then looks up. Baron Corbin has now come to the top of the ramp, the camera catching and staring at James Storm in the ring, who's laughing, and then catches back and focuses on Baron Corbin. Before the NXT logo fades, I remind you, Baron Corbin is the #1 contender for James Storm's title. They're fighting at the next TakeOver, and Baron Corbin is surely taking notes. So we got a 51 rating. We don't have enough interesting storylines. We increased in 10 regions and lost in 11 regions, which is unfortunate. I have a lot of storylines, so I'm not sure what they're talking about, but I will take a look, and thanks for watching the 10th episode of NXT. Expect another one tomorrow.